Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. How's everyone doing today? How was your guys' weekend? You guys have a chill weekend? Sound off in the chat. Bitcoin chilling at 95K. A lot of ultra green. Market's looking spicy. Things are heating up. Welcome everybody. Smash the like button on your way in. Sound off in the chat if you would like to participate in the daily close contest. You have to have been active in the chat at least 10 minutes prior. How we feeling about that rule? Should we do a vote? What's going on, Tom Selleck Scopes? Reese at WF Capital. Dixie, what's going on, guys? All right. Guys, smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining. Happy Monday. Happy Monday indeed. I wore sunscreen today, which means I did not melt, which means I'm not dying at the moment. Hey, I did not wear my sunglasses though, because these are expensive prescription sunglasses. So let's get into the charts, guys. Ooh, Bitcoin is chilling at 94,993, depending on the chart that you look at, 95K. Looking good. I pulled up this chart in particular because we are nearing the top of our range, if we are still calling it a range. We also have this chart, which shows the wedge and argues that we broke out of the wedge, which is a more bullish scenario. So my bias is leaning towards this chart a little bit more, but I do want to show all sides because we try to take in as much information as possible. On this chart, our RSI, we got a little bit of deviation. The price is kind of like steady, flat, while the RSI is going down, which is great. The RSI is also forming a little bit of a W off of the halfway point. So we'll see if that means anything. Technically that's bearish div right here, but you could argue that that played out already. There's no point connecting it up top over here, so just something to keep an eye on for sure. Price is up, RSI is up. Tom Selleck said, well, I know Hoffs isn't a fan. Yeah, I figured some people were going to be mad. Should we hold a vote? We can hold a vote. I'll wait for more people to show up before we decide on a vote. But yeah, Bitcoin looks good. Let's refresh our liquidation heat map and see what's going on. Ooh, kind of nude. Feels a little weird. 94,012. Dude, I'm so excited. You know how I hate Tuesdays? Andor, the only good Star Wars series that's out right now, has 3 new episodes coming out on Tuesday. Or maybe they only released the first 3, and they're doing each episode after that on Tuesdays. I don't know. But there's new episodes on Tuesday, which makes Tuesdays tolerable. So I'm kind of stoked about that. We got 95,377. And then this big one right here, 95,520. Oops. What's going on? Since we got a bunch of new channel members courtesy of Dixie, I'm gonna do a members only video for you guys. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. Just so everyone's aware. We got 95,880. I'm gonna do a couple more up top because I'm hoping we go and break all of these. And then we got 96,167. Just so you guys are aware, if we get about an hour in and I start acting stupid, it's because I did take an edible today. So, not financial advice. This is also a parody. Don't do drugs. Dixie said, what's the liquidation map look like on Dong, LMAO? I actually don't know. I don't think that there's any leverage trading on Dong. We'd have to check if people have Lemfi contracts. That'd be kind of funny. But anyways, let's move on. We got a lot of liquidations to the upside, not so many to the downside. I'll do one more to the downside. 93,652. Just so we're not being too biased. Oh, jeez. What did I say? 93,652? Okay. So yeah, Bitcoin's up 1.44%. Looking good. Giovanni said, JJ, what's going on, Giovanni? Smash the like button on your way in. Appreciate you for joining. Happy Monday. Bitcoin's chilling at 95.95. Looking good. Honestly, if that was 95.95, I would be so happy. Bitcoin dominance at 64.42. It does look like it's going to begin its next ascension. So looking for, we got up, chop, up, chop, up, chop, up, chop. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm still looking for a longer term target of 66. And it does seem to be relatively green at the moment. Momentum wave turning in favor of a pump. On dominance specifically. ETH is still holding above the purple trend line. Looking good. 17.99. Up 0.42% on the day. So it's not up a ton, but it's holding steady, which is great. That's what we want to see. Sol is down 0.1%. It's pretty. This is also holding steady. We got our secondary purple trend line, which is our neckline, which is exactly where we want to be. Unfortunately, and I hate saying this because I feel like it's going to turn into a trade, and tomorrow I'm going to be like, did I trade it? No, because I'm a dumbass. And it's going to be sick. Explosive Merc MC said, I'm JJ2. Nice. Heck yeah. What's going on? But we got a head and shoulder potential here. And it's probably going to play out and result in 135 on Sol. Not financial advice, but usually that's what happens. I'll point that out, and then tomorrow I'll be like, I pointed this out, but did I trade it? Nope. And I'm going to complain. I'll find something to complain about. Total 3 is up 0.91%, almost 1%, looking good. It is holding steady. It is completely decoupled from the fractal, which is great. Tyler said, why are we getting hyped? Just because. It's Monday, man. Why not? We're looking at charts. I've never been so excited to look at charts. I had the longest day of not looking at charts. Jay Shear said, yo, what's good, family? What's going on, Jay Shear? Guys, we got 9 people watching. I'll run the poll right now. I'll start the poll. I think I can change that word. Hold on. I don't know why you guys hate Mondays. I hate Tuesdays. Mondays are fine because you know, like, it's the beginning of the week. It's totally fine, whatever. Wednesdays, the middle of the week. Thursday, the next day is payday. Friday is payday. Tuesday is the only day that has nothing. Literally nothing. Tyler said we broke through the fractal, so that's good. My only concern is that we're kind of sideways chopping. I don't want to recouple. I want it to go away from the fractal. I don't want it to go, and then just, you know, because we've seen that already. We've seen it decouple and recouple a million times. So I want to see it decouple with conviction. But we're keeping an eye on it for sure. So far, it's playing out in our favor. ADA is down 0.13% on the day. We got a rejection at 74, rejection at 72, or 73 technically. And it's chilling at 70. If it holds 70, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, then whatever. Jay Shear said, no, you're right. JJ Tuesdays are worse for sure. There's nothing to look forward to. It's like, it's just a work day. You're like, oh, yesterday was Monday. Tomorrow's the middle of the week, so that's cool, but I have to work today. Tuesdays just blow all around. There's nothing great about them at all. Now, they've fixed it because I get to watch a new episode of my show on Tuesdays, so it's not completely miserable. But eventually that's going to go away. I have to fill my Tuesday void with something. It used to be smoking. Statistically, you know, when I reach the afterlife and they hand you the remote and they're like, you get to replay your life and you get to see all the statistics and shit, I bet you there's going to be a statistics showing that I smoke more on Tuesdays. When I used to smoke. I still smoke free. The reason why it's on my mind is because I mentioned it earlier. I was like, man, I would love a cigarette right now. Tyler said, I'm saying no only because most of the time I'm working, so I can only stop in for the contest. Other than that, yes. I like it. But yeah, ADA, chilling above 70. I really want to see it hold 70. If it doesn't, then we're looking for support at 66. Definitely something to keep an eye on. We do have a janky little head and shoulders potential right here. It's probably another one where I'm going to be like, oh, did I trade it? Nope. So let's see what happens. SNEK is down 0.04%. It is officially listed on a tier 1 exchange. SNEK held its spot in the top 20 meme coins by market cap. With 0 tier 1 exchanges, it is officially listed on a tier 1 exchange. Kraken, not financial advice. The rumor mill is running, and I'm seeing a lot of Bybit thrown around. So that's my next target. I was off by 8 days with this, though, so just keep that in mind. And so far, the year of the SNEK has been, like, the biggest letdown financially, so keep that in mind as well. And we move forward. XRP chilling at $2.29, up 2% on the day, looking good. XRP's actually been performing very well compared to the rest of the market. It held $2 nicely, broke above 214, and is now making its way towards 250. Honestly, that's all we can hope for, is just continued upside for XRP. Tyler said, can we have a rule for the employed LMAO? No, absolutely not. You are a channel member, though. Every tier 1 channel member gets to submit their guests up to 1 hour early if they would like to. So, because you are currently a channel member, you can do that, Tyler. Hopefully, you know, I guess I didn't really think about that. If there's 1 million tier 1 channel members, everyone can just submit their guests an hour early. Then I'll have to keep track of all of them. Oh, shoot. I got to get that window ready. My bad. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure that I have this all put together for when we actually do the daily close contest. I got everything ready but that. There's too many things to get ready now. I have to have like a dedicated computer for my stream. Okay, I'm good. We're all set. We are all set. Ooh, okay, right there. Dude, I messed up my hand so bad today. Okay, let's go. We got 16 minutes until the daily close contest. HBAR is up 0.54% on the day, looking good. Chilling at 19 cents. Got another rejection of 20. Can't quite get above 20. If HBAR gets above 20, then we'll look for a retest, confirmation, and continuation. See if you can get above 22, and then we'll have to start drawing some new lines. Well, actually, no. I'll just drag this over. Then we have more lines way above there. Cool. So that's our little accumulation zone for HBAR. Honestly, HBAR held up really well. That or the chart just doesn't look that bad and it moved a ton and I don't realize it. Tyler said, okay, how about channel members don't have to follow the 10-minute rule? What do you mean? We could do that. I actually don't mind that at all. Sweet. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. If you guys are a channel member, any tier, 1, 2, or 3, then you don't have to follow the active in the chat rule. 10 minutes prior. I like that. Sweet. It looks like it's trying to break below 353. If it breaks below 350 and closes, it's going to get a little spooky for Sweet. It is down 1.32% on the day. I don't know if people are a little disappointed because they haven't seen a Pokemon announcement yet. People get impatient, man. You do have the little bongo cat situation going on. Tyler said thanks work F's me like 70% of the time. Yeah, we get a little bongo cat scenario. I'm the same way, Tyler. We might not even have daily close contests while I'm working, for the most part. Like, it's going to turn into Georgia again real quick here. Because I flew home today. I was supposed to stop at the grocery store. I was like, I can't. I got to get home and stream. Otherwise, we're not gonna have a daily close contest. Giovanni, if you just stop in and say poop, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Active in the chat is you saying whatever. You could say F you and you're active in the chat. Pokemon X Sui would be wild. Did you hear the rumor? So, allegedly, Parasol Labs is like a parent company or a sister company or some kind of company affiliated with the company that made Pokemon something. I don't know. There's a Parasol Labs owns the company that developed Sui, or Parasol Labs developed Sui and they're owned by the company that developed something to do with Pokemon. Something like that. There's like the hoops to jump through aren't as convoluted as I'm making it seem. So yeah. Sui, definitely something to keep an eye on. It might get a pullback to $3. Every time I look at this though, and I say that, I had a huge pullback back here. Down to 140. Never happened. I think it stopped at 165. And I even got lucky that even occurred. That was like 2 seconds. So I have trouble giving any kind of remotely not hyper bullish pullback targets for Sui, because I feel like they're never going to play out. Volume's picked up, looks good. It's sustaining this range between 350 and 391. So we'll see what happens. Ondo's up 3.3% on the day, looking great. Holding above 95, which is exactly what we wanted. Making another run for $1. If it can get above $1, then it's probably go time, honestly. Keeping an eye on that for sure. It's got a nice little trajectory curl up going on. Little trajectory action. Aerodrome, 4.3% on the day, looking good as well. Chewy making bank. So Aerodrome got above 50 cents, pulled back, retested, broke above 55, pulled back, retested. What is that, 60? I guess 60, yeah. Got a confirmation and continuing to the upside. Tyler said, whoa, JJ, who proved to you last time Sui was the play? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was somebody other than you. It was definitely not that Tyler guy. Render is up 4.68% on the day, looking good. Render fascinates me, man. I don't know why. It seems like such a fascinating play to me. Look at how this mimics everything that's happened. You got the little W, and then the W, and then the shoulder, and then the touch. Is it going to do that? Is it literally just going to mirror this? You got the V, shoulder, W, W, shoulder, V. I mean, come on. Tyler said, JJ, there was only 6 people here. That's so mean. I've had like 12 people before. There's been 12 people in the chat at one time. How dare you? My mom and my sisters and my cousins all attend every stream. Low-key, though, I do legit think my mom watches these. Hi, Mom. She suddenly knows a bunch of stuff that I was not aware that she was aware of. So, and then I'm like, shit. She has more than enough time to watch every single fucking stream. So, yeah. I have to be careful what I say when I talk about all of the illicit activities that I got up to when I was in high school. The kingpin stuff that the statute of limitations is up for now. She's gonna call me. Watch her call me right now. That would be so funny. But yeah, render looks good. Chilling at 448. As long as it's above $4, I'm happy, man. Polkadot is up 3.64% on the day. Looking good. Broke above 421. See if it makes its way towards 444 and breaks above that. The only thing that concerns me is that this looks like another potential bear flag. but we'll keep an eye on it. Kind of okay with it right now. As long as the price is going up, I'm happy. For DOT specifically. CAS is down 1.3%. I think CAS got a little too excited, a little too cocky. And then it blew up, and then it went... So now it's sitting below 97 cents. Or, I'm sorry, 0.097. Yeah, RSI is getting ready to cross. We'll see if that does anything. The confirmed red dot did result in a pretty decent dumpage. The upwards pressure cooker, right? Yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. That 9.7. If it pulls back, then it's probably going to 8.2. I could see a little midpoint reversal, though. Maybe do one of these. That'd be cool. See what happens. Avalanche is up 1.01% on the day, holding above the purple trend line, which was potentially a little janky inverse head and shoulders neckline. A little break retest continuation. Wouldn't that be cool? Twan Lee said, "Sup, JJ? What's going on, Twan? Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you for joining. We've got the daily close contest coming up in approximately 9 minutes. 57%. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kibosh the 10 minutes active in the chat rule, because there's no way I can keep track of if somebody's a member or not. And the 10 minutes and the BS and whatever. Tyler said, "We are playing Rocket League tonight." Good for you, Tyler. So the 10 minutes active in the chat rule is out the window. 57% is not enough for me to fight for it. Plus the membership rule kind of screws it over. So I think it's a waste. I'm not even gonna make it a thing, because it feels like I'm forcing people to become channel members, which feels weird. So I'm just gonna get rid of the rule. You know, I don't want you guys to feel obligated to become a channel member. The whole point of the contest is that it's supposed to be fun. So that's it. That is it. Tyler said, "I don't care if it's against your will." Well, I got new locks on my window, so you can't come in like you did last time. Fucking weirdo. Chainlink is up 3.64%. Finally breaking above the purple trend line, which is great. If it can continue, that would be great. I'm a little frightened because we had this scenario play out before, and then it broke down, and then it's up right now. I don't want to see it break down. So, I don't know. It does seem to be deviating away from that trend line, which is great. That's what we want to see. I just want to see this thing go up, man. I want to see everything go up. We do have 2 confirmed red dots, though. Second one, you might be able to argue that it played out. I don't know why Chainlink is like weirdly... Tanner said, "I installed those locks." That was you? I thought the mustache looked weird. It's just a mustache over your beard. Like you have a regular beard and then there's this fake mustache. OP is up 1.42% on the day. Chilling between 84 and 76. It got a rejection off of 76. Broke above it. Rejection off of 84. Grabbing some liquidity at 76 if it can hold. And use that as a springboard. Break above 84. Maybe retest. Get a little rejection at 92. Pull back to the halfway point and continue to the upside. Looking good for that possibility. As long as this stays above 76, we're mediocrely bullish. Doge, doing a whole lot of nothing, being boring little Doge. But, I mean, it's holding. It's holding above 17.8, which is great. That's what we want to see. Tyler said I was wearing the mustache glasses. That's why he didn't recognize me. So, yeah, Doge. I feel like people are oversaturated on Doge. They're kind of sick of hearing about it because Elon did the whole Department of Government Efficiency thing, so everyone's, like, sick of it. You know, even the people that are for what they're doing. I personally don't want to buy any Doge because of the name of the government thing. It's just too much. I've been overexposed to Doge. It's bugging me now. They need to go away for a minute. Become a little more scarce, and then I'll be interested. Polygon Matic Pole. Potentially looking at changing their name again because their chart looks kind of like doo-doo. They are holding above the orange trend line, which is great, but they've been very choppy, boring, sideways down since they got a little bit of good price action for like a day. So, rest in peace, Polygon Matic Pole holders. Unfortunately, everything about your coin is still miserable, and I feel bad. Near looks a little bit better. So, Near broke above, let's see, we got a rejection at 234, bounce off of 221, break above 234, rejection at 251,
bounce off of 234, break above 251, rejection at 269, bounce off of 251. Let's see if we break 269 and then reject it, whatever the hell next level we have to draw in the future is. If we get a break above 269, then we'll go from there. I think I called this too, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the thing that I always do. Did I open a trade? No, because I'm a dumbass. Maybe I need to make that merch. Near needs to break up. Near looks like it's trying. It's doing a little bit better. He's trying his best. Clearly, I'm a little more biased towards Near than I am towards Polygon or Polkadot or Doge. Chili's is up 3.05%, looking good. Trying really hard to break above that purple trend line. If it does, then it's potentially go time. This is a legacy trend line from September 2023. So, break above that purple trend line and a solidified close could see a potential 5-cent run. Chewy said, did I make it in time or am I ruled out only being 5 minutes early? Chewy, we did a vote. 57% people said that they were okay with the rule, and then we came up with the idea that channel members could bypass the rule, so we're just going to get rid of the rule. I don't give a shit enough to have the rule. Tyler said, DeFi came back from almost certain death, LOL, DeFi coin. Oh, is that is that one of the ones that you bought at like some ridiculous valuation? Silver got a little bit choppy today, a little boring. Market strategy, a little bit pumpy, looking good. DXY, a little bit dumpy, looking bad. NASDAQ, a little bit choppy, looking boring. S&P, a little bit choppy, looking boring as well. Bitcoin dominant, 64.41. We got 3 minutes remaining until the daily close contest. Let me switch over to our 1 minute time frame, see if we can get some liquidations. Breaking the rules, let's F and go. Mending the rules, I would call it. Mending them. Because apparently people are very mad at me about the rules yesterday. I mean, I think it's a little janky, you know, when people come in at the last second and they do the thing and then they leave. But, you know, that's on them. I don't really give a shit. Giovanni said, how do we feel about gaming coins? I personally don't like them, but if they make me money, then it makes me money. I can't read. I like gaming coins. It has to be the right one, though. I'm not looking for, like, yield guild game or, you know, some weird microcap obscure thing that's never going to do anything like Blocktopia, which I like Blocktopia. But what do you need the coin for? Everyone and their brother last bull market had a floor on Blocktopia's like endless tower. And I'm like, it's a really cool concept. But they didn't do anything more with it, man. You're getting all that money. Where's the marketing? So on the 1 minute time frame, not that this matters, we do have a confirmed red dot, which seems to have played out. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Giovanni said, thinking about buying some Gala. I was going to say Gala's probably the one to go for. Gala. I like guns. If you're into guns, I would also get some Avalanche. What else do I like for gaming? Obviously, Sand and Mana. Those are no-brainers, in my opinion. Engine is a big one. I don't know if Engine is big anymore, honestly. That's a good question. Everyone's probably like, well, he's naming a bunch of stuff that just rugged like a year ago. What an idiot. I don't know, man. I haven't looked into gaming coins in forever. All right, we got 1 minute timer has gone off. Let me get my little picture thingy up. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Bam. All right. We got our sexy little window. Is that? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Daily close contest is commencing in 22 seconds. Bitcoin is currently trading at 95,001 penny. And let's see, we got 13 people watching, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. Happy Monday. Gala looks like it's floored. Seems safe. Well, now that you said that, it's not. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. You got 5 minutes remaining. We got Shane Mac with 94,809.11. We got Tyler with 95,000.01. We got... Giovanni said, my wife wanted to guess for me today. Here is hers. Okay. That scares me. Wives always, for some reason, know how to call stuff. 84. Okay, 084. And 21 cents. Whenever my fiance is like, do this, and I'm like, yeah. And then I don't listen, and I'm like in a bad mood. She's like, what? I'm like, the market dumped. And she's like, what did I say was going to happen? I'm like, I know. Shut up. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Every time, man. Shane Mac wants to play repo. I don't know, man. I'm pretty swamped today. We'll see, though. We'll see. 94,039. Uh-oh. Dang it. Okay, hold on. I gotta redo that. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. 94. Oh, God. You guys are going too fast now. 039.11. Okay. Who else? Greg. 95.5. Okay. She won't admit it, but she likes listening to your stream. Ooh. Tom Select Scope. Dude, I came up with so many fun things on my way home for the stream. Jay said, Tyler, we always the next one. Yeah, Jay Shear, your guest did not come through. You're going to have to put some magic to it. Tom Select Code 94,850. Yeah, do it all mixed up like Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. You got time. Oh my gosh, dude. It's so good. Delicious. So, what were my ideas that I came up with on my way home for the stream? Oh, yeah. But he the other day was like, because of Suzy Q, he's like, it's not phallic, though. Okay, I got you, Jay Shear. The Suzy Q, and he's like, but wait, it has cream. Oh, 0.69. Okay, I like it. There we go. We got it. Okay. And then, what was the point of me bringing that up? Oh, the daily close contest is the initials are DCC. And I was like, that kind of sounds like dick. And I was like, damn, of course my stream, everything is like about penis. And I was trying to come up with an acronym for fart. I don't know. I feel like there's so much potential. So much potential. People like poop jokes, man. What is that weird candle? What in the world? All right, we got less than 1 minute remaining. Oh, let me switch it. There we go. All right, let me just double check. We got Shana Mac. We got Tyler. We got Giovanni. Or Mrs. Giovanni. We got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. We got Greg. We got Tom Selleck's Goat. And we got Jay Shear. Anybody else? I think we're good. So far, so good. We got 13 people watching, guys. Don't forget to smash the like buttons. I appreciate your like buttons. Like, there's more than one. Don't forget to smash the like button. Appreciate you guys for joining. There's 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Tyler said, I need a win bad here. Yeah, Tyler, you're falling behind, man. You are falling behind. Left in the dust. Where's Jay Shear? Jay Shear, Tyler. Dude, you're going to get buried. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get very close, intimately close with Ben Gay this summer. I can feel it already. We got 15 people watching. If you guys work in construction or you have a sore back or any kind of sore shoulders, anything like that, highly recommend Bengay. If they want to sponsor my channel, that would be pretty sick. Dude, I would lather my whole body up in Bengay every stream. You know how painful that would be, just burning the entire time. They're like, you're not supposed to put it on your face. I'm like, I don't care. All right, guys, Bitcoin is chilling at 95.35 and 51 cents. We got our little red dot confirmation dump. Tom Selleck said, I like the stream so much I pushed it twice. That's the best way to get your point across. All right, we got sorted by score. We got Greg at 95.5. We got Giovanni at 95.84 and 21 cents. We got Jay Shear 2.0 at 95.50 and 69 cents. Nice. We got Tyler at 95 even and 1 penny. We got Tom Selleck's GOAT at 94.850 even. We got Shayna Mack at 94.809 and 11 cents. And we got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn at 94.39 and 11 cents. Greg said, made a homemade chilies rojo salsa from dried ancho and guajillo peppers today. Wow. Greg, that literally makes me want food. Please stop. Imagine banning people in the chat for talking about food when I'm hungry. I feel like that's such a fat ass thing to do. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, Sailor Whale bought another 15k Bitcoin today. Didn't he buy the bottom, dude? I saw an anime in the Discord was like, Sailor bought the bottom for once, and I was like, what? Like, he bought a local bottom and the price went up after his buy. I was like, blew my mind, man. Blew my mind. What? Tyler, what are you doing? Don't do that. I want to be fat. It's my right to be fat. You know what? There you go. Delete that, Tyler. Watch him actually delete it. All right, we got 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Dude, that's Suzy Q yesterday. That Suzy Q yesterday looked so good. I don't even know if I've ever had a Suzy Q. There's something about the artificial ass, like, Little Debbie Hostess cake shit. Whatever powder fucking rat poison that they use to make their cakes. Ooh. I don't know. I can't do it, man. I get those little Hostess chocolate donuts, put them in the freezer. It's like, it's almost like powdery too. But it's so yummy. I can't stop. I've been fully indoctrinated in RFKs trying to come in and take away all my artificial dyes and stuff. All right, let's see. We got 1 minute and... Tyler said I can't delete, but I can report. No. We got 1 minute. Oh, no. Jeez. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. 21 seconds. Bitcoin's currently trading at 94,952 and 39 cents. Let's see. 94,952. So at the moment, Tom Selleck's GOAT is in the lead. It is currently his match. If it gets above 95, then Tyler will be back in the game, and so will Jay Shear 2.0. It's anyone's match at this moment. Is this the candle? This is it, guys. This is the candle that will determine the fate of the winner. Greg said, oh, and chorizo sausage from a not-so-local Mexican grocery store, along with guac, pico de gallo, and el milagro corn tortillas. Oops, sorry, I'm banned. All right, guys, we got 40 seconds left. 94, 971, and 77 cents. Dude, pico de gallo. Taco Bell used to have this thing called a Mexi Melt, and for the longest time, it was like $1.50. And I used to go there and order like 25 of them. And it was so good. It was literally just like meat and pico de gallo and like some other crap. And it was so freaking good. As an adult, I have a problem with fast food places because I find one thing that I like and then I call ahead and I order a ridiculous abundance. Here we go. 95.99. Nuh-uh. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close for Bitcoin, 95.11 and 18 cents. I do believe that makes Tyler our winner. Very, very close game. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. I think that you're tied with Hoffs now? We'll have to go double check. That was pretty damn close, though. I thought I was going to be on $100. That would have sucked. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory, guys. Spam the bananas in the chat for Mr. Tyler. Been a long time since he's won. So make him feel good about it. Very close. Very close to costing me $100. You know what would be funny is if he won, and I was like, and then I cut the stream off. Tyler, just so you know, if you ever hit it, I might do that. I'll still send you your prize, but like the next day, because it would be funny. Just for the meme, it might be worth it. Fahid said, damn it, I didn't see the stream show up this time. I had to find it. Tyler creeping up behind me. Tyler's creeping up, man. Jay Shear spamming bananas. Fahid spamming bananas. Giovanni spamming bananas. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn spamming bananas. It's a banana bonanza. Banana bonanza. Tony Danza. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Great job. It was close, too, dude. It was so close. Who was ahead of Tyler? Shoot, I don't remember. Jay Shear. Jay Shear 2.0 was almost... Was it Jay Shear? Yeah, Jay Shear. Jay Shear was $50 ahead of Tyler. That's quite impressive. Quite impressive feat. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, actually, let me add him to the victory Google Doc before I give him his prize. Just so that way we can solidify. Tyler is not Canadian. Is there 30 days in April? How many days are in April? Okay, there are 30. Congratulations, Tyler. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll? Winner with a guess of 95,001 penny and an actual close of $95,011.18 on April 28th of Monday, 2025 is Mr. Tyler, and his prize is a Cheeto. One Cheeto Puff. Congratulations, Tyler. Enjoy your prize. You've earned it, my friend. You have earned it. After so long of being a complete loser. Birthday is tomorrow too. What? Is it really? Happy birthday, man. After being a loser for so long. Tyler finally won something. Congratulations, Tyler. Enjoy. Cheers. Happy Monday. Now you got something to celebrate. Tom said 30 days. September, April, June, and November. All the rest of 31 except for February. I'm never going to remember that. It's useless for me to remember because it's on my phone. And if I don't have my phone, then why do I care what day it is? Calendar, I don't know. People learn that way too early on. There were so many things that people learned in school. You ever do that? Like, this always threw me off. I remember entering 4th grade, and people were just suddenly knew multiplication. I never was taught multiplication. It's a goddamn rhyme if you read it correctly. I'm not reading it correctly. I refuse. I refuse. So people, 4th grade, suddenly know multiplication, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? They never taught me. They just gave me the homework, and I was like, this is stupid. And I remember everyone's like, don't you remember Mr. Gleason's class? And I'm like, no, I didn't fucking have his class. I didn't learn multiplication, bro. And everybody just insisted that we learned it. And I'm like, who's we? I was not there. And I was so irritated, dude. They gaslit the fuck out of me. There's no such thing as gaslighting, though. Remember that. But he'd said happy election day for Canada. I hope happy. LMAO. Oh, I didn't know you guys had a random obscure election day on April 28th, 2025. Happy election day. That's exciting. Okay. Guys, Bitcoin getting a little bit dumpy, of course, because Tyler had to win. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Let's see. Enjoy your Cheeto. Your Cheeto Puff. Bitcoin chilling 94, 920, 930. Let's see if we get red or not. I'm going to close my trade just in case I'm in profit. Okay. We got some news articles to go through. China denies President Xi Jinping called President Trump as he claimed. Of course, they're going to deny that. That's kind of funny. Michael Saylor's strategy bought 15,355 Bitcoin worth $1.42 billion. Damn. We got Treasury Secretary Bessett says India might be one of the first trade deals we'll sign. Very cool. Standard Chartered Bank predicts Bitcoin to reach all-time high in the second quarter. Let's go. This one was really funny. Senator Josh Hawley reintroduces Pelosi Act bill to ban Congress from trading stocks. Dude, I hope this guy has like a bulletproof vehicle or something, because she seems like the kind of person that would erase somebody for like making it so she can't trade stocks. Ooh, she's a scary lady. She looks scary too. I'm sorry. She is fugly. Oh my gosh. Anyways, moving on. 60% of CEOs expect a recession in the next 6 months due to tariffs, CNBC says. This one cracked me up too. So am I second or what? If you are, then you're tied with Hoffs still, because Hoffs is ahead of you. Let's see. Tyler has 12. Hoffs has 12. And Fahid has 13. So Hoffs and Tyler are together again. Once more. Forever. Never say goodbye. Never say goodbye, yai. That's a good song. If you know, you know. Anyways. This one cracked me up. All these CEOs expecting a recession. Everyone's been saying that word for like a decade now. Literally a decade. And I think the closest I've seen is when Elon Musk said that we were in a recession for a year already during COVID. And I agreed with that. And I still agree. I think we got a recession. I think it's over. I don't think that they're going to let us go into a recession. I don't think we can afford it. Tyler said, Fahid, I'm coming for that ass again. Canada officially holds the cup at the moment. They are the crown victors of the Daily Close contest as it stands today, April 28th, 2025. Yes, I had to look at that. I had to look at the date again just to make sure. Congratulations, Canada and Tyler. Enjoy your Cheeto. Israel offers to negotiate new free trade deal with the U.S. to avoid tariffs. That's cool stuff. Michael Saylor says, when banks embrace Bitcoin, everyone will want to buy it, no one will need to sell it, and you won't be able to afford it. Cool. We got MasterCard adding crypto stablecoin settlement support for merchants. That's really exciting, actually. That one's genuinely exciting. We got Blockstream CEO Adam Back says Bitcoin treasury firms are driving hyper-Bitcoinization, with Bitcoin's market cap set to surpass $200 trillion within a decade. Damn. This dude looks like he would know what he was talking about when it comes to Bitcoin. Bullish, according to CoinGecko, governments hold over 463,000 Bitcoin as of April 2025, with the U.S. remaining the largest holder at 198,012 Bitcoin, which is $18.3 billion. That's not a Cheeto, it's a cheese puff. It's a Cheeto puff. That is a Cheeto puff. Cheetos Puffs. What do you know? What does that bag say? What does that say right there? Cheetos Puffs. Weird. That's so weird that it says that if it's not correct. You better call them. Anyways, next in line is China with 190,000 Bitcoin. They're actually not far behind us. That's actually kind of sick. So China has not increased their holdings at all, allegedly. Neither has the United Kingdom with 61,000. Bhutan, wow, Bhutan has quite a bit. They have increased their holdings. They have 13,000. El Salvador has 5,800. Or, I'm sorry, April 2020. They have 6,135. Bhutan decreased their holdings. They have 8,594. Okay, so they must have been in need of cash or something. Ukraine, for whatever reason, had 186 and they now have 0. That's odd. Puff on D's. Dude, that's great. Germany had 46,359. They now have 0. Damn. Germany. Again. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, after 10 wins, do they a new customer loyalty card? Who? I'm lost. After 10 wins. Is that in reference to the daily close contest or one of these? Marty Party posted on X, foreign investors have sold $22 billion worth of U.S. stocks so far in April, according to Goldman Sachs. Damn. We got top assets by market cap. Gold at 22.5 trillion. Bitcoin at 1.87 trillion. This I thought was really interesting to look at. Bitcoin has officially surpassed silver and is now sitting just below Google and technically Amazon. That's going to be crazy if Bitcoin flips Google and Amazon. I would like to know where Bitcoin sat on this chart. Well, no, this is the all-time high. It's never been this high before. So I guess when it was above 100K, yeah, that's what I would like to know. Where it sat on this chart above 100K. But I feel like the stock market suffered a pretty decent blow. So maybe it was still, this might be the highest it's ever been. I don't know. We'll have to look into it. But interesting chart to look at for sure. The fact that NASDAQ holds XRP as a reserve currency is wild. Yeah, that happens, man. That happens. We got India M2 spike confirmed false. I did want to inform you guys of this because we went over this the other day. It was removed by TradingView or the data source that TradingView uses. There's no significant change to my charts, and I had already removed India to be cautious. It turns out that was a smart thing to do. So this was incorrect, and the yellow trajectory is still legit. Oh, then last but not least, we got a live stream from Kraken. To celebrate SNEK launching on Kraken today, we are updating our live stream for 24 hours. Drop your favorite SNEK meme below, and we might add it to the live stream layout. Hell yeah. Cool stuff. Not financial advice. First tier 1 exchange listing for SNEK. Exciting times. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Let's go over our portfolio updates. We got our 1K to 10K. Whoops. Let me log back in and refresh the liquidation heat map while I'm at it. Yeah, you guys are going to see me progressively get slightly less pale over the summer. I don't know. I was going to say tan, but I don't think I tan. I think I just get less pale. Sometimes I burn, which is great. Okay, here we go. Tyler said number 7 at 100K. I followed that. Nice. So we got 1K to 10K Grok portfolio, currently only down $85, which is great, 8.5%. Currently being held up by Render, Ondo, Fetch, ADA, and Aptos, being dragged down by Shib, Sol, Near, Proppy, and Doge. Looking good. Render is still the only asset in profit. Everything else is very slightly down. Doge is the worst off so far. So we'll see if we can recover. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio down $141. So 14.1%. Not bad. SNEK recovering a little bit. Doge is beneath it. That feels good. Feels better not being the worst. I'm still a diehard SNEK maxi. I think I'll die on that hill. I genuinely, truly believe in the community. Not financial advice. But Pepe, dude, Pepe is roaring. Almost back to full 100% investment. We'll see where we go from there. And then last but not least, we got our narrative portfolio, which is still in profit, $94, which is about 4.5%, almost 5%. Looking good. Tau is in profit, 29%, $29. Pepe is in profit, 27%, $27. Fetch is in profit, 21%, $21. Mana's in profit, 15%, $15. And VeChain is officially in profit, 0.48%. Let's go. Narrative portfolio off to a great start. This features 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 gaming coin, 1 meme coin, 1 real world asset coin, and 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin. We literally just went to CoinMarketCap, went to each one of those categories and picked something within the top 5, top 10, and it's been blasting, dude. This has been a great portfolio. And we also created it at the very bottom, the peak of the tariff, like the big tariff dump when they initially announced tariffs. The other two were just before that happened, which is why those ones are a little worse off. But it's fun to see, man. It's cool to watch this stuff play out. Jay Shear said, "Congrats on your win, Tyler. Back to work. I'll see y'all later. Take it easy, Jay Shear. I appreciate you." 15 after. Yeah, we're chilling. So the portfolios are looking good. Let's see what the market is up to. XRP is up. Total 3 is up. Let's go check our total market cap. Timing the market is important. It can be. I wouldn't say it is. Honestly, I'm still of the mindset that DCA is king. Look at this. Look at our total crypto market cap. Did I scoot this? I think I scooted this. Imagine if this plays out, man. People will be miserable, 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 and then we'd blast. Ooh, that would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Timing market. See, timing the market can be very important. It can also be incredibly lucrative. If you want to be lazy, though, or if you have a job like me, or, you know, some people just don't want to stare at the market all day. Look at that, dude. Ooh, oh my gosh. What if this was more relevant? I'm going to fix it in a second, but that might be. Shoot. Greg said misery loves company, and then he retracted it. I saw that, Greg. I synced it. Tyler said, I think your frack needs to slide up a little. Don't talk about my frack. It's my frack. Misery loves company again, and then he added 3 dots this time. Now he's doubling down. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn said, are those portfolio demo creating? Yes, they are. These are. Technically, yes, in a way. So I did not actually purchase these assets. You start off it's kind of a portfolio tracker. So, like, if I had actually bought these at that day, at that quantity, at that dollar amount, or just at that quantity, I would have entered the whole thing in, and I would know, like, I invested $1,000 or whatever. I don't know if it calculates your average. I think it just tells you your 24-hour stuff. There's better trackers out there. This is just one of the ones that somebody suggested, so we utilized it and made portfolios with it. So, but yeah, I did not actually put $2,500 into portfolios for the channel. I would love to do that eventually, but you know, we created 3 concepts: the 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. 60% of the coins were suggested by Grok, and then he suggested like 4 other random mumbo jumbo coins that the website didn't even have because they were so obscure. So we had everybody in the chat vote on 4 other coins. So it's kind of a culmination of retail and AI. And then the Memecoin portfolio, we just picked 5 memes, 5 of the top memes. And then the narrative portfolio, I'm sure you guys have heard me say 1,000 times how we built this one. Tyler said, it's that just to make you depressed when you know you didn't buy? No, it's a concept. So we're going to see if we can get this to 10K before the end of the bull market. And then we're also going to see if meme coins still perform after Libra, which was the meme coin that everyone blamed. They're like, oh my gosh, we're being scammed, which was hilarious. And then the narrative portfolio is just a concept as well. That's why this one's my favorite, because this is the first like original idea that we had. We were like, what if we just took one of each narrative? And it's been the best performer, dude. It's been killing it. The only disappointment that I have is that we didn't double the assets or double the money. I would love for this to have been a $1,000 portfolio as well, but I think it's a little too late for that. Yeah, it's for the live, because one of my biggest things, Greg said, gotta run JJ and crew, Old Bass Pirates, Bitcoin is on the crux of a breakout. I appreciate you, Greg. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Monday. Hope you have a great week. One of my biggest peeves was I was watching all the YouTubers last bull market, and a bunch of them had trading competitions and stuff. And I shit you not, every single one of them was abandoned. And the worst one, in my opinion, and I might get a lot of crap from this from my Cardano community people because he's apparently neck deep in the Cardano community, but I don't really care. JRNY Crypto had a 1K to 10K challenge, and he got people, like his entire audience, to follow along, and he stopped doing updates on it. And I just asked him, I'm like, hey man, when are we going to get an update on that? And he's like, I'm not going to update it when the prices are down. And I was like, that doesn't seem very transparent. And he had already said in the past he was going to do it daily updates, and then he switched to weekly, and then he switched to monthly, and then he just never updated it again. And that was when I started trading myself. And I took all that money that I invested into that because of him, which you're not supposed to do, but it's whatever. And I started trading myself because I'm an adult. And I made money. And I said that to him. I was like, hey man, you suggested all these shitty coins that went to fucking zero. One of them was EOS, by the way, which is trash. That was like the funniest. I think that's why he blocked me, because I called him out on his shitty picks and then him just completely abandoning his entire audience. But I started trading myself and I made a bunch of money. And I said that to him. I was like, listen, dude, just like admit that the challenge was a bust. It was a bad time. Like, that's all you have to do. Be like, hey guys, it was a bad time, my bad. We're not doing the one get a 10K challenge. He just completely abandoned it, so there's a bunch of people left holding the bag. That pissed me off. Bugged me a little bit. So, we're going to update these. I don't expect that anybody buy any of these. It's all just an observation thing. But I'm not going to abandon them, even if they do bad. That's why we look at them every day. I think that's weird. People are fair weather investors. Like, fuck right off. Said, because I'm an adult, JJ, did you really feel like you needed to say that? Yes, because everyone's always like following along. Then they're like, I bought this because you said you liked it. And I'm like, well, why'd you fucking buy it? If you have a problem with it going down, sometimes things go down, man. Like, I don't blame the guy for me investing in it, but he said he was going to update the audience and he never did. And I think that's a shitty thing to do. And I think he knew that. And I think that's why he blocked me. So if I ever decide to abandon the portfolio updates, I'll let you guys know. I'm not going to just stop talking about them. And then eventually somebody nitpick me enough to where I'm like, oh, well, they didn't do good, so I didn't want to show them anymore. And then I'm going to block you. Like, that's, what am I, 2 years old? I don't know. I just think it's silly, man. I think it's silly. Anyways, Bitcoin. Boring. It's waiting for me to to get off the live. Tyler, enjoy your Cheeto puff. XRP's showing some strength, which is nice. Render's showing some strength. We got Render, Dot, Cas, AVAX, and Link. I like it when these alts show a little bit of strength. That makes me feel good. Pin link consolidation. Let's go check out pin link. I know Becker mentioned it in his video. Ooh. Yeah, this thing's gearing up for something. It's pretty flat. That's getting ready for a move, I think. It's kind of cool. It looks like a sound wave where it does this. Or this right here. NASDAQ getting XRP for reserve currency as well. Yeah, you said that already. You said that already. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, nice story. Half of those YouTubers and TikTok have no clue. Spew all the same crap. I got to reset my algo. It's getting ridiculous. You're not wrong. I like Frankie Candles. He gives good advice. I haven't really watched him like enough to say that I recommend him. Recommendation wise, I only watch Tyler S. I like Becker's videos. Becker's videos are entertaining. But Tyler S is my go-to. He uploads, I watch. That's it. He doesn't live stream though. I like Lifer just because he has a good attitude. But I also don't watch him religiously either. There's a handful of people that I admire. I don't watch anybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, I did read it, Tyler. I read it out loud like 3 times. Link is almost up 1%. Ooh, Polygon is green. What? Yeah, we might get a flip right here. Look at that. Look at that. As soon as I said the words, I spoke it into existence. Oh, God, I just smacked my guitar. Why is that there? They said Crypto with Klaus. You'd love him. I'll check him out. DM me his channel. I miss old school BitBoy, man. Old school BitBoy was beautiful. He was funny. He had a chance to make all of that up, too. His entire audience But he said, can we finally pump it? Dude, I hope so. Imagine we just get a disgusting god candle on stream. You know how sickening that would be? I think YouTube would actually rug my stream because we would get too bullish. And we would say a bunch of disgusting things. Yeah, look, dude, we got signs of life here. Chewy said sweet sucks now. It's just one day, man. One day is all it took. Oh no, we suck again. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, thanks guys, I'll check them out. Yeah, Tyler S, my go-to, man. Tyler S is so freaking funny. Funny guy, funny guy. Yeah, stick with the people that are, you know, putting the work in my opinion. Don't stick with the guy that uploads like once a month, you know, because he can. He's like, oh, the market's up today, so I'm going to talk about it. And I think that's shitty. Tyler said, I just had a pop-up saying Trump changed everything. Look up Trump crypto news. I'm not looking up Trump crypto news. If there's crypto news, we go over it on the X posts. I'm probably going to call it. I'm going to go eat some food. I haven't eaten yet. I rushed home to get on stream. But hopefully I have to do an emergency stream within like the next 20 minutes because the market turns super green. Everybody cross your fingers, manifest the insane God candle that forces JJ to get back on. Klaus tells you the good news, not bad. Oh, news good or bad? I read the exact opposite of what you said. Just making shit up. All right, yeah, I gotta go, man. I gotta eat. I have no food. My brain isn't functioning properly, so I'm gonna call it. I appreciate you guys for joining. Again, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, we have an emergency stream soon. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys for joining. As always, smash the like button on your way out. I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.